Welcome to this, the fourth part of the story of the Franco-Prussian War of 1810. After the Battle of the Leipzig Gap, the 3rd Prussian Infantry Division retreated, but it was pursued by the French 4th Infantry Division, which caught it to the southeast of Leipzig. The French 4th Infantry Division was commanded by General Torrance, and it comprised the 13th, 14th Infantry Regiments, the 15th and 16th Light Infantry Regiments, the 4th Artillery Regiment, and the 4th Cuirassier Regiment. It was opposed by the very much under strength Prussian 3rd Infantry Division, which was still commanded by General von Horn. It comprised the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th Infantry Regiments, the 3rd Artillery Regiment, and the 4th Dragoon Regiment. The terrain was basically flat, but with one hill in one corner of the battlefield. General Torrance positioned his artillery on the hill and took up position alongside it. Behind the artillery he deployed one of the infantry regiments in line. In the centre he placed 2 of the infantry regiments in column, and on his right he deployed his 4th Infantry Regiment in line, with the Cuirassier Regiment in line behind them. General von Horn positioned his artillery on his left, with an infantry regiment in line behind them. He also chose to accompany these 2 units. He deployed 2 infantry regiments in line in the centre, and his 4th on the right. The French immediately attacked the Prussian force. The French artillery fired at one of the Prussian infantry regiments in the centre, causing it to lose 1 strength point. In the centre, both the French infantry regiments in column advanced forward, and this gave room for the Cuirassiers to change formation into column and move into the area that had been formerly occupied by that column. On the right, the French infantry regiment moved forward towards the Prussian artillery regiment and its co-located infantry regiment. In response, the Prussian artillery regiment fired at the advancing French infantry regiment to its front and missed. Likewise, in the centre, the 2 Prussian infantry regiments fired at the oncoming French column and also missed. As the pressure on them increased, the Prussians responded. The Prussian infantry regiment that was co-located with the Prussian artillery regiment advanced and fired at the oncoming French infantry regiment, causing it to lose 1 strength point. The Prussian artillery regiment also fired at the French infantry regiment, forcing it to fall back to its original position. In the centre, the 2 Prussian infantry regiments fired at the French column and inflicted the loss of 1 strength point on both of those French infantry regiments. At this point, things were beginning to look good for the Prussians, and then the French artillery fired at the already weakened Prussian infantry regiment in front of it and destroyed it. The French column continued its advance and engaged the Prussian regiments in close combat, inflicting the loss of 1 strength point on each of the Prussian infantry units. The Prussian cuirassiers then moved forward onto the flank of the French column in the centre of the battlefield. The fighting in the centre of the battlefield continued. One of the French infantry regiments destroyed one of the Prussian infantry regiments, losing 1 strength point in the process. The French cuirassiers then charged the remaining Prussian infantry regiment in the flank, destroying them. The Prussian artillery regiment fired at the French infantry regiment in front of them and missed. The Prussian infantry regiment that had been with the artillery, led by General von Horn, moved forward and turned right, firing into the flank of one of the French infantry regiments, which was forced to fall back. A French infantry regiment advanced and engaged the remaining Prussian light infantry regiment in close combat on the flank. The Prussians fought well and forced the French to fall back, but it was all but destroyed in the process. Seeing that his remaining troops were unable to continue fighting much longer and wanting to avoid further bloodshed, General von Horn surrendered to General Torrance. The French had lost 4 strength points and the Prussians had lost 7. The destruction of the Prussian 3rd Infantry Division convinced the King of Prussia that his army could not win the war. He immediately requested an armistice, whilst matters between the two nations were settled. The Emperor of France was magnanimous in victory. In exchange for the exclusive right to buy Prussia's surplus grain harvest for the next 5 years, and for the payment of 100,000 gold thalers, he agreed to withdraw his troops from Prussia. That brings to an end the series of battle reports about the Franco-Prussian War of 1810. The rules for both the campaign and the battles can be found in the second portable wargame compendium, which is available in hardback, softback, Kindle and PDF formats. I hope you've enjoyed this series. They will be available as a playlist on this channel. I will be producing further videos in the near future. In the meantime, keep enjoying your wargaming. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please think about subscribing to this channel. Bye.